Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. My name is Tokini Darago. I make lifestyle, career, travel videos, and if you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome again. Thanks for sticking by me. Today I'm going to be filming a video on 10 things that you should know in first year of university while entering law school. And without further ado, let's get into it. Number one is your student finance money is not free money. If you're an international student, this will not apply to you, but if you're a UK home student, this applies. This would probably be the first time that you are getting that kind of money in your account in one go. You do not want to go crazy with it. Pay your rent, buy food, buy everything you need, and keep some money over, because the next time you're going to get that money again is in 3-4 months time. So your first installment has to last for three months, and you don't feel pressured to eat out all the time, buy designer items, go out all the time. None of that is important. You don't want to do that and then 1 or 2 months in you're broke and you're eating Indomie every day. Don't be that person. Secondly, it's not free money. You're going to pay that money back, so have that at the back of your mind. And if you don't need to take out the full loan, the full maintenance loan, then don't, just because that loan is racking up interest that you're going to have to pay back. Number two, you want to make friends. And when I say this, I say, but like, make the right friends. Some people come into uni and they already have like friends from college or a little clique from college or high school. Uni is a place where people from all over the world, that they're international students, home students, you would meet people from different upbringings, different countries who think much differently from you. And rather than sticking to the same set of people you already know, why not interact with more people and new people and get a different perspective on how people think, or like just engage with people from other cultures and other backgrounds. And this isn't to say that you shouldn't be friends with people you knew before uni. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's great to have those friends, but it's also great to make new friends at uni. And sometimes you go to uni and you literally make lifelong friends, and that has been my experience because I was very, very open to meeting new people and making new friends. 3, the library is your friend. And I don't know how else to say this, but the library is not your enemy. Go to the library after lectures. Sometimes I feel like it's a bit daunting and, you know, all the blah blah blah, but you actually want to be going to the library from first year of uni. You want to make it a habit already. And 2, most times all the resources you would need would be in the library. But with that being said, don't go to the library and then be one of those people who go to the library and don't do anything productive in the library and end up talking the whole, I don't know, 3-4 hours, however long you spend in the library. Because at uni, I remember like there was a thing that if you went to like the 3rd floor, which is like the top floor, where you could do group study, it was known that you weren't going there to study. You were literally going there to chat, because it was near impossible to study on that floor. Everyone was talking and just, yeah, it was a ground to socialize. No one went there to study. So if you know that about your library, go to a quiet zone, or or just book a personal study room, so that way you have no distractions and you can actually make good use of the time that you've planned for in the library and actually do productive work. Number 4, try and get a job from first year of uni. Again, these are habits that you want to start embodying yourself from first year. It would help you with your finances as well. It would give you some responsibility. It would give you a bit of extra money as well to help cushion you. And this is great because then not only are you getting that extra bit of money, you're also getting great work experience. Now, here in the UK, we consider anything work experience. So even retail jobs, they consider that great work experience. At least it's showing that you're able to communicate with customers, work well as a team, and, you know, show up on time and be present. So don't think any job is too menial for you. Any job is great, and you can go to your career service on campus and speak to them. Most times there's also jobs on campus, so you can work probably in the library, in the student union, and there's so many jobs on campus. You can become a campus ambassador and other things like that where it's paid, but then you're actually on campus all the time. So it's great, especially if you live close to campus. Then that way you're at uni to study, you live close by, and you can literally work on campus. But even if you're not getting a job on campus, most universities in the UK are centered around city centers. So most times there'll be a city center around with loads of like shops again, you can then easily get retail jobs. You don't have to work ridiculous hours. If you're an international student, you can only work 20 hours. Do not work more than 20 hours. It is not worth it if you get caught or get reported and your visa, it messes up your visa. It is literally not worth it. If you're a home student, again, I would probably advise you work only 20 hours during uni time, because you already have quite a lot of workload and you do not want work to then be the priority and take over your time. But obviously, if you know how to manage your time really well and you can work more than 20 hours and still study really well, then that's great. Number 5, if you're a law student, this is particularly for law students, join the law society. I mean it, like, that is one mistake I made. I didn't join the law society in first year, and I feel like I missed out on so many events that the law society puts on. If you go to a great uni most times, or a great uni with a good law school, the law society will be very active, super active, and you would have firms coming into the university for different events. They would also be putting on events where you can actually go to visit the firms. So if you're a law student here, I would say definitely join the law society and participate in the law society. Beyond events where firms come to campus or you go to the firms, it's that's first of all a great way to engage with firms, because usually other than that you would have to apply for open days, which sometimes are very competitive as well, which you might not get into, and the application process might sometimes be really long even for open days. But this is literally a great way to skip all of that process and still engage with those firms on campus, or at the firm, without having to do all that long application process basically. And then beyond that, the law society usually puts on great competitions. So there's usually like negotiating competitions, corporate law competitions, and all sorts of competitions that are really, again, really great for your CV, and it's just great to engage. Law firms, especially if you're looking to go into that field, they like to see that you've engaged in all these kind of extracurricular activities within that field. And two, sometimes you get certificates or you get prizes, and then sometimes those prizes are actually internships at firms or an open day at a firm. So I feel like that is also another great way to meet and engage with firms, through either the events that are hosted or winning competitions that the law society puts on. That being said, you don't need to join every society. Like, I feel like there's that pressure when you go into campus on the first day and there are all these societies like saying join us, sign up. You honestly don't need to do that. As long as you're in the law society and then maybe one or two other societies that you're genuinely interested in and you would engage in, that's okay. You don't need to sign up to every society. It's okay to say no, and even if you signed up, you don't need to turn up. Honestly, I just do the ones that, one, are important to you, and two, that you're actually interested in. Okay, number 6 is that first year counts. Now, I don't know who started this rumor or even how it started, that first year of university does not matter, and it doesn't matter, you can just have fun in first year of university because your grades don't count. Don't believe that. It does count. It doesn't count towards your final degree, where, at least for most universities here, your final grade is determined by your second and third year grade. However, it's still really important, especially if you're a law student, because when you're applying for internships, vacation schemes and things like that, if you're applying from your first year, they're literally working off your A-level grades and your first year grades. That is all they're using to decide whether or not they think you're good enough. Now, if you flopped your first year grades, it doesn't matter how good or how well you do in second year. If you're already applying for those internships in first year, all they're seeing, or all they can judge you by, are those grades from first year, which you've kind of not done great in. And then that takes away the opportunity from being able to attend, or at least have a fighting chance to apply for those kind of internships and vacation schemes throughout that first year. So please try to actually put in work in your first year. Those grades are important, and even beyond first, like applying for vacation schemes and open days in your first year. Now, most law firms here in the UK want to see every single degree grade that you have achieved. So even if you're applying for a vacation scheme or a training contract or whatever in third year, they want to see your grades from first. Like, again, most times they would ask you for your grades from GCSE level, A levels, and then first year of uni all through, and they want to see your grade in every single module. So what they're trying to see there is that you are consistent, or you have consistently been doing well throughout your academic journey. So if they see that in first year you literally flop or didn't do well in first year, but you just, okay, you scraped through and you went on to second year, and then second year your grades kind of picked up. Again, it's showing that you're a bit inconsistent when it comes to hard work and putting in the work to achieve those good grades. So again, you're reducing your chances of getting those internships. So you want to make sure that your grades are good all through. And I say this as well because even when I went to Australia for my year abroad, again, it was literally a case of, for me at least, for my year abroad to count towards my degree, I needed to pass every single module in my year abroad. But beyond just passing, I knew for personally that when I was applying for jobs and internships, that not only did I need to pass, I needed those grades to be good, because again, you have to put those grades down. They literally ask you, and I'm not even joking, for a breakdown of every single exam you've ever written in your life. Number 7, manage your time well. Now, I've said all these things about joining the Law Society and maybe any other societies you're interested in, getting a job, but you actually want to manage your time well, which is again sometimes, it's great to have friends who are on your course, or at least who have the same goals as you. It would be much, at least I find that it's easier to then manage your time well, because then sometimes you find that, you know, everyone's going to the library to do work. So if you're lazing at home, you'd be like, oh well, everyone is going to do work, or everyone is studying, maybe I should study as well. So I feel like that's also one great thing, having friends who have the same mindset and same goals as you, so that you guys can, it's easier to then work together. And even if you're feeling demotivated sometimes, those friends can motivate you to get work done. If you're a morning person, wake up early in the morning. If you can get stuff done before lectures, do that. If you're not a morning person, I'm not a morning person, for instance, so I would literally just wake up. If I have a lecture in the morning, I would just about get to that lecture, and then I would do all my work from later on in the afternoon, late into the night, because I know that that is how I work best. So yeah, figure out how you work best, and you just, like I said, manage your time well, because literally before you know it, the semester will be over, the year will be over, and you would have exams, literally exams coming up, essays due. So manage your time really well from the start. Do not leave anything till last minute. If you have readings to do, do your readings. If you have tutorials, literally prepare for the tutorials, because they actually help you prepare for the exams as well. I find that when on topics that I've actually done all the reading and done the work for the tutorial, when it comes to exam, because I've done that level of in-depth study for that particular topic in the tutorial, studying for it during the exams becomes really easy, because I already have all my notes and all the information I need, and it's stuff that I've already kind of digested in the past. So honestly, just manage your time really well. Find what way of working and studying works best for you, and stick to that. Number 8. Now, this is one thing I wish someone told me. You don't have to buy books from the law school. You can actually buy books from like second year students. Usually what happens is that the Law Society makes a bundle, and that bundle has everything you need for all the modules you're doing in each year, and usually that bundle is about, I think for me, my first year, that bundle was about £250 or a little bit over that. But if you're buying books secondhand, there might be a few pencil marks or markers or highlights in the text. But if it's a recent text, second year students would probably be selling those books for £10, £15. So you would literally get all the books you need for a fraction of the price. And sometimes you don't even need all the books in the bundle. Sometimes I find that they're a little bit duplicative. So for criminal law, for instance, they would have like 2 criminal law texts. Most times you actually only need 1, and then the second one you actually never read. So again, I wish someone had told me this. Literally, you can buy the books of second year students, and the Law Society, at least at my campus, used to do book sales where people from previous years would just come. It would be like a day or two, and try and sell off their books from the previous year, and it's a great way to save money. The only thing I would say is, obviously, if you're doing that, don't buy books that are, you know, 4 or 5 years old. If you're buying a book from someone in second year, the book is probably only 1 or 2 years old, so that's great. And then you just need to be conscious of if anything in the law has changed within that year, and you just need to be aware of that, because then that might not be in that year's text. But most times I would say that it's literally the same, especially if it's just like a year difference or 2 years difference. It's the same, and you don't have to buy fresh new books at those ridiculous prices. You can just buy your books for £10-15 off someone in second year or third year. Number 9, don't fall for freshers week pressure or freshers pressure. Like, you don't have to attend every single party that's going on, every single bar crawl, because, you know, everyone's going. You don't have to. If that's not your personality, you actually don't need to attend that. Like, I remember for me, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm not really, into stuff like that. I didn't attend any freshers events, if I'm being honest. Like literally I moved to campus the week lectures actually start, so I didn't do anything for freshers at all. I literally was on campus the weekend, and then Monday lecture started. So if you're not that kind of person, don't feel the pressure to then force yourself and drag yourself to all these bar crawls and clubs and stuff like that. You don't need to do that. Like if you want to attend and you know that's your scene, great, but don't go because oh everyone's going so therefore I have to go. Don't feel like you're not going to make friends if you don't attend all those freshers events. You will still make friends on campus. If you work on campus, that's another great way to make friends on campus. Your lectures, your tutorials in the library, and if you're just open to engaging with people, you would still end up meeting people. You don't have to attend everything that happens during freshers week. Like number 10, last but not least, enjoy every single moment of it. I literally remember when I started uni, it feels like yesterday. I can remember my first day on campus and I cannot believe it has been 4 years. So believe me when I say the time will fly by. Sometimes you sit there thinking that time is literally crawling and like, you know, things are not moving fast enough. But trust me when I say time will fly by, and you want to make sure that you have enjoyed the most of your experience at university. So enjoy every moment, live in the moment. You want to go out here and there, do that. Travel. Most times universities have tour trips around either UK or Europe, and sometimes even beyond Europe. I don't know how that would work now with COVID and everything considered, but honestly, do the things you like to do and make the most of your experience at uni and on campus during your undergraduate level. It is an experience that you would not get anywhere else or at any other point in your life. So enjoy it so that when you're out, you have no regrets and you know that you have literally made the most of your time on campus. That is it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, it can be on top something I've shared today or something that I haven't even mentioned in this video. Feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Feel free to share it, like, subscribe to my channel, and check out some of my other videos as well. But until then, bye.